Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you part 2 of my breaking myself while rewriting The Walking Dead. So in part 1, it was a bit of a disaster. We forgot a few deaths. I tried my best to keep on top of everything, but I shouldn't write my notes down and then cross things off as I'm going. That becomes too confusing for me. So yeah, I missed Dale's death, I missed Daniel's death, I missed a few other deaths. So there's a few deaths I missed, but I mean overall, you guys seem to like it. It was pretty fun. The Grimes family were wiped out in one instance, but you know, that's how it goes. So just today, yeah, we're going to be doing part 2, and hopefully things will improve a little bit. We're going to be finishing the season off, and don't worry, I probably will do a part 3 down the road where I will redo this with a bit more. Maybe I'll have more consistent notes, and maybe I'll have some sort of thing. I've just got this at the moment. I'm going to pull up if I really need it. It's just rambles at the moment. But just ignore that. But that's more to help me. It helps me if everything's on one screen. I'm very weird like that, I suppose. But anyway, someone wrote a great comment. This person was called Kozlavdoev. Yeah. Anyway, this person basically summarized everything. All right, so I'm gonna do the summary of what happened in the last episode. Okay, so season 1, Dwayne doesn't get bit. This is their interpretation, to be fair. So maybe some of this is not what I said, but I like this interpretation, so we're gonna go with this. So Dwayne doesn't get bit in season 1. Rick and Laurie die during the camp attack. R.I.P. Which also therefore means that Judith died too. Jim leaves. Alright, Jim's left. Carl gets bitten during the camp and requests to be left at the tree. T-Dog and Jackie decide to nope out of the CDC. And obviously, Guillermo is just killed off screen. Then season 2, Sophia runs away and then is in the barn and becomes a walker. So far, Sophia is the only character who's got her original death. And then whilst on a hunting trip, obviously, Jimmy shoots Carl, and then eventually is the one to go on the little... Oh, no, sorry, Dale. No, there is no Carl. He's dead. Dale. Jimmy shoots Dale, and he goes on the little trip to go get the medical supplies with Andrea, and then Andrea kills him. And then Daryl kills Randall. Morales sacrifices himself at some point, apparently. Yeah. Amy gets the Shane death, and Maggie gets is killed whilst fleeing the farm. And then season 3, Otis kills Tomas. Damn. Ed sacrificed himself to save Carol. Glenn probably unalives himself. I think Glenn gets the Laurie death, right? Andrew. Who kills Andrew? Dale kills Andrew. Carol and Otis get kidnapped, and then. God, Julio dies the same way. Oscar got his same death as well, Sophia. Andrea gets shot in the head. She gets the Axel death. Alan just dies. Milton sacrifices himself and is killed by the governor. And then, obviously, Jenna tried to mediate things and gets bit. And that's the other death we missed. We missed the Milton death. We will make up for this later, don't worry. And then season 3, Shumpert joins the prison, but then he pretty much dies straight away. Dale gets sick and dies. Herschel kills Zach to protect Beth. That was what we were going with. And then Martinez, I guess, just gets the same death, sadly. There's not really much we could do. I think we flipped a coin there. Axel is executed by the governor. He gets the Herschel death. Pete and these guys just die the same way. Megan dies the same way. The governor... the Daryl kills the governor. That was it. Tara gets eaten by walkers instead of Lily, and then Lily joins the group. And Lizzie and Mika, they get killed by Beth, or Herschel. Herschel puts down Lizzie and then tells Beth about how he killed Zach. And then Daryl gets kidnapped by the hospital people, and Otis kidnaps Joe. Otis kills Joe. And then season 5, Patricia gets her throat slit by Terminus, but Terminus Sam, this guy, he obviously joins the group. Herschel and Beth save everyone at Terminus. Tyrese does the tainted meat, he laughs at them. Carol then kills Gareth. Sam kills Martin in revenge for almost dying at Terminus. So this Sam kills Martin. Gorman probably gets the same death. Daryl kills Gorman, I guess. after Gorman tries to feel up Daryl. Merle, Bob, and Sasha go to save Daryl. Daryl stops Dawn and she kills him. Dawn kills Daryl basically, and then Sasha kills Dawn, and then Merle's sad, and then later Merle gets bitten on the other hand and he dies. Aiden gets the same death, but Abraham gets the Noah death. He dies in the revolving doors. Yeah. Terminus Sam tries to calm down Pete and gets his throat slit, and then Beth in retaliation kills Sam. Kills Pete. And then season 6, we've got Aaron gets killed during the scout mission by the wolves. Beth gets bitten and dies. Obviously, Eastman gets the same death. And then we have Bob cheated on Sasha with Jesse, and they die in the Horde. So yeah, Bob, Jesse, and Sasha, they all die in the Horde. Denise kills Owen the Alpha Wolf. And then where did this Sam die? I think Sam got the Nicholas death, right? Yeah. Sam got the Nicholas death, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's what we're going to go with. Maybe it's mixed up here, I think. Anyway. Deanna kills Paula the Savior. One of the children from Hilltop Abbey runs away and is shot by Dwight. Yeah. She's shot by Dwight, Addie. It says Abby here. It's confusing me. Deanna kills Paula. And Rodney, the literal child, kills Primo in retaliation for Addie. And then season 7, Michonne and Reg are executed by Negan. Damn. I guess he gets the same death. Cal is shot in the head. Eric gets gutted by Negan for being slimy. Yeah. Cal's shot in the head. Morgan, Dwayne, and Stephen Edwards meet Ezekiel. Francine does the suicide mission on Negan, which is here. Olivia kills Fat Joey. How did Noah gets kidnapped by the trash people? How does Henry die again? Oh yeah, Henry got the. Hang on, moving on. There's more. Enid shoots Cindy. Yeah. Oh yeah, we decided that Henry got the Benjamin death, right? And then Richard just got the same death. Someone else killed Richard. I forget now. Anyway, moving on. Season 8. Enid shoots Cindy. Jim meets Shane and Carol and is killed by Gregory, who mistakes him for a savior. Gregory gets shot by saviors. Noah gets killed by trash people. Huh? Noah? Gregory gets shot by saviors. Jim is killed. He's killed by Gregory, right? And then Gregory gets... Oh, Noah. Yeah, Noah's kidnapped by the trash people. Obviously, this happened off screen in season 7. Technically, though. Heath kills Richard after Henry is shot by saviors. Okay, this is going into season 8. This is confusing me. Sorry, season 7's territory here. Benjamin kills Simon. Dan kills Gavin. Tobin slits Negan's throat. Eugene. Who kills Simon again? Oh, whatever. Anyway, that's confused me anyway. Yeah, so there we are. Blah, 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 blah. We're back to it. So if you want to skip that, I don't blame you. Hopefully you skipped the recap if you didn't need it. So now we're into part 2, okay? Hopefully things are going to be a little better from now on. We're going into season 9. And starting in season 9, we of course have the Gregory death, okay? Now, you could consider Gregory a villain. It's possible. But for some weird reason, I didn't. So here we are. I guess someone tries to execute the new leader of the Hilltop. Now, the new leader of the Hilltop for me is Deanna, okay? Along with Spencer. I think Otis is there as well. You know, he's been doing a lot. And I think because we've obviously got a doctor here, Denise is still alive. I think Sadiq joined the Hilltop. Yeah, and then we've got some of the normal Hilltoppers here as well. And then we got Alexandria, I think Shane, who is now with Carol, okay, they're a couple, and they're kind of looking after Patrick. We've also got Herschel there, kicking about. Herschel is kind of like this version's Carol, so I don't really know where to put him. Gabriel's kicking about. Olivia, who's an absolute menace, she killed Fat Joey. I think she also killed someone else. Yeah, Olivia's a bit of a menace. Lily is still there, but she is like this universe's Tara. She basically does fuck all. So who really cares? And then I put Karen, who's still kicking as well. I put her at the Kingdom, and I guess she's with Ezekiel. That seemed right to me. Although I do really ship Carol and Ezekiel, but the Wheel decided that her and Shane were together, so I'm sticking with what the Wheel said. But yeah, Deanna's like our new Maggie, okay? Because she's pissed that Reg was killed by Negan, so she probably is the one to go on the mission to kill Negan. And I think probably Herschel. Herschel? Who's our Daryl? If Herschel's our Carol, who's our Daryl? Is our Daryl Olivia? Or is our Daryl... Because Beth got the... See, this is a way to do it, right? If Beth got the Daryl... If Daryl got Beth's death, who got Beth's death? Who did Beth... Because Beth got the Deanna death, right? So then technically, by metric, shouldn't Deanna be the Daryl, but then she's also the Maggie. Oh, that's tricky. Maybe our Daryl is Olivia. A new Daryl, Olivia? Maybe. Okay, so I digress. Who was trying to be a snake and undermine Deanna, and then trying to execute Deanna, and as a result, gets hung by Deanna. Now, if this is Spencer or Deanna, oh my god, no. I thought for a minute it was going to be Deanna. Olivia? No. So it turns out that Olivia, okay, she was being, for one reason or another, she was undermining the rule of Deanna. Maybe she was pro-Savior, I'm not sure. Or, yeah, maybe she was pro-Negan. I mean, Negan was really into her, right? Maybe she was really into Negan. Maybe she tried something. She tried to free Negan, or she tried to, undermine the Hilltop. And when Deanna found out, she tried to execute Deanna. And then, of course, Deanna executed Olivia. Hung Olivia. Damn. That's pretty brutal, man. So, obviously the bridge gets built. So who loses an arm? In the main universe, Aaron loses an arm. This is just a random one, really. It doesn't really matter. But someone loses an arm. Oh, what? It's Otis? That's actually kind of funny. Otis loses an arm, okay? Damn. Otis loses an arm, and he's got one arm now. Shit. I think that works. I quite like that. Now we get to decide who kills Justin, and who kills a rat. It was almost going to land on Beatrice. It's going to land on Alden? Okay, that's interesting. So, Alden murders Justin. And can we make it make sense? If this... Jed murders... Wait, what? Jed murders a rat? Oh, okay. So maybe in this universe, because obviously Dwight is probably running the Sanctuary. Because... Obviously, the Sanctuary, obviously Dwight didn't go to Fear, neither did Sherry. These guys went to Fear instead. So, yeah, in this universe, Dwight would probably be running the Sanctuary. So maybe there's like some sort of, I don't know, like radical I don't know how Jed and Alden would be on the same team. But maybe there's something there, right? Someone could come up with a better solution. But maybe Dwight is far too, he's far too pro-Sanctuary, like he's pro-Sanctuary maybe too much. Or maybe he's the opposite. Or maybe he's too light. He doesn't care about the Saviors enough. He's obviously too bothered about the politics of the other communities. And he doesn't care about the Saviors enough. Yeah. And I think Jed and Alden, maybe they're killing off these Saviors, these less desirable Saviors, to kind of cause like some sort of civil war, right? I don't know if that works, though. I'm trying to think of a better way. Or maybe they're just killing off the undesirable Saviors. Yeah, like maybe Jed is actually good in this version. He's not a bad guy in this version. But Jed basically started, with the help of Alden, started killing off the Saviors that were like less desirable. So they killed off Justin because he murdered children and that. And they also killed off a rat. That's how we're going to get it to work. So, yeah, they conspired together to kill those guys. So let me just check my notes now. I know I'm going to have to pull up my notes. It's a bit annoying. Who dies in off-screen shootout? Oh, yeah, so I've added an extra death here. So obviously there's a shootout between Jed and Carol and all that. They have like a little shootout. And no one of note dies. It's like Norris the Saviour and Kathy from Oceanside. But because we missed the Daniel death and we also missed the Dale death and the Milton death, I'm going to add one. as punishment, okay? Someone dies off screen. It's going to be really sad. Oh. Well, I actually was meant to remove her anyway. So that's really embarrassing. Yikes. Where is it? That's really embarrassing. Where the hell is... Because I need to remove Justin as well. But I can't for the life of me find Justin. There he is. That makes it easier. Okay, so... I probably shouldn't add the villains full stop because I'll just forget about them on the wheel. So, who gets killed in the shootout? It's not actually her. It's Bertie. Okay, that is actually probably equivalent. I'm okay with that one. Yeah, so Bertie from... That works out quite well from the Hilltop because she basically disappears anyway. She gets killed off in the shootout. Damn. Poor old Bertie. So, of course, now we get to decide a really big one. A really big interesting one, okay? It's who gets blown up on the bridge and basically goes to the ones who live. And, yeah. So this is like who gets the Rick death. Or it's not really a Rick death, but, you know, the Rick exit, I should say. Okay, we're going to flip a coin. Heads, we spin that again. Tails, we don't. Okay, we don't. Okay, fine. Rodney. I just can't. He sacrifices a literal child. Sacrifices himself, gets blown up, and who was in contact with the CRM? Who was in contact with the CRM? Obviously, because Jada's died. She got the Carl death. Savior Laura. Okay. Okay, I'm going to spin this a little bit. Are you ready? This is how I'm going to spin it. Okay, I'm swapping these over. So, no, I don't know if I can. Yeah, so Savior Laura... I don't know how the fuck you get this to work. Savior Laura was in contact with the CRM. And, yeah, she was wanting a way out of here. And then little Rodney blows up the bridge. And actually, no, because obviously in the original version, right, Jadis was going to trade Gabriel to go to the CRM, right? That was what she was going to do. But she was going to trade a B. I think... she had an A and she was going to get in there. But then she said, oh no, I actually have a B. But maybe in this universe, Laura's in contact with the CRM after Jadis died. Okay. And she was like, yo, I have a B. It's a kid. He's called Rodney. You love children, right? Because you love infiltrating them, right? This works, okay? You ready? And then Laura gets Rodney to blow up the bridge as a distract. Like the herd and the bridge exploding, that was no noble sacrifice. That was just a pure distraction. So little like Rodney, who at that point probably would have been like 7, right? He does that. And whilst Laura gets the helicopter, then she meets up with Rodney as he fucking, I don't know, swims down the river, who knows. And they fuck off to the ones who live. Are you ready? Now, it's going to be even more interesting to see who goes after Laura, who finds Laura's boots in a random boat and goes after her. But we'll come to that when we get to it. But yeah, so that's what Savior Laura goes off with Rodney to the CRM, and obviously Noah was kidnapped previously, but we don't talk about that because he's been Heafified. He's got the Heath treatment. So yeah, and also is Heath still here or did Heath die? I don't even remember. Did we get rid of Heath? I don't even remember. What the fuck happened to Heath? I haven't just forgotten, have I? Oh, well. He's probably like here, and I can't see him. Oh, he's right there. What am I on about? He's right there. It's because he was at the bottom. Anyway, moving on. So now we have... now we have the time skip, and obviously the sanctuary falls, and so the saviors must integrate. Now, I think I'm going to go Dwight and Sherry, probably. I feel like Dwight's now our new Daryl, let's be honest. It's the closest thing. So I feel like Dwight and Sherry probably integrate into Alexandria. Then we have Frankie. I think she also integrated in Alexandria. Just to keep things neat, I'm going to put her into Hilltop. And then like Regina and Jed don't integrate, right? And DJ integrates into Alexandria as well. I feel like most of the notable saviors integrate into Alexandria, but I'm gonna put him in the Hilltop. Okay, I mean the Kingdom. So there's one for each, right? Because Laura obviously she fucked off. So now we have these guys. So Jed and Regina, I just need to remove from this list because both of them are villains by this point. They're not. I don't even know why I added them in the wheel in the first place because they were always villains. But I have got Negan in here, haven't I? At this point, Negan's not really a villain, or less so of a villain, so I feel like I'm okay including him. So, who killed Jocelyn? Obviously, we have the time skip, but then we have a flashback. What happened during the time skip, where Jocelyn kidnaps the children. So who kills Jocelyn? Oh, we were just talking about Heath. There we are. Heath has a moment to shine. He's the one to track down Jocelyn, but that also means that Heath gets the X scar. Now there is no Judith in this universe, right? So maybe there's like another child to replace the Judith. But yeah, Jocelyn gets killed by Heath of all people. Very random. And sorry, we're going chronological here. Now we have the big time skip, so we can add Magna's group. So they basically join. I mean, I guess they join Alexandria and then they join the Hilltop, right? So we'll put them all here. So we've got to add the wheel. So we've got Magna, Connie, Yumiko, Kelly, and Luke, right? That's it. 5. Okay. So next we have who kills Jed and Regina. Oh yeah. Now if it ends up being one of these guys, it'd be really funny. But you never know. Who kills Jed and Regina? We'll just do this as one person. Gabriel? Okay, I like that. So Gabriel Stokes just comes out of nowhere and he burns these saviors. Funny. Maybe they were messing with something. Now, obviously, I forgot to mention, Shane and Carol are still raising little Patrick. Okay, Patrick is like their new adopted son. The fact that Patrick is still alive is kind of wild, but yeah, funny. So Patrick is like the new Carl/Judith, I guess, in a way. What do we have next? We have Who Kills Jed. We've done that. So now we obviously have the Whisperers coming in. The introduction of the Whisperers. So we have our Jesus death. Who gets the Jesus death? Who gets killed by a Whisperer randomly out of nowhere? It's crazy. It's... No! No! Not Deanna! I had big plans for Deanna, I swear! No, Deanna... So our replacement for Maggie, Deanna... Although she... It kind of works though, because I did say... leader of the Hilltop, right? Also, we don't have a Maggie leaving in this one. I guess we don't need it, really. But, yeah. That kind of works, though, isn't it? Because I said Jesus kind of was the leader of the Hilltop. So, we lose Deanna. Spencer is distraught, and I guess he's the new leader of the Hilltop. Yeah, this universe's Spencer is not a great... He's a great guy. But watch him get piked. Watch him get piked. I can tell you it's going to happen. Yeah, so we have the Jesus death, R.I.P. Now we can add the Lydia and we can add the Highwayman. So let's add Ozzy, Alec, Lydia. Alrighty. Because obviously Lydia joins Alexandria and Ozzy and Alec are like nobodies, but they can obviously they can go there for now in the others. Rightio, so now we have 10, count them, 10 Pike deaths. Now this is really interesting because obviously this adds all the minor ones, and I really like how this tier includes Alec, so it even gets like that one out of the way. So we are having 10 Pike deaths. This is going to be brutal. Are you ready? Let's go. So Pike death number 1. We can discover. We'll have to figure out who discovers the Pikes. Oh, it's Ron. No. So Ron, Pike death number 1. Where are you? Ron from Alexandria. Pike Def number 1. Okay. Pike Def number 2. Oh my god, brutal. Lydia? Pike Def number 2, Lydia. Didn't even get a character arc. I guess she was with Ron? Yeah. I suppose the only person she could be, really, of similar age, I feel like Dwayne. Nah, I feel like it would have been Dwayne. Yeah. Yeah. So in this universe, I'd say that Dwayne and Lydia were like a thing. Like, yeah. Because Dwayne went to go do the apprenticeship like Henry does. And then... yeah, that works, actually. That works. And then Alpha kills, I guess, her daughter out of spite. Yeah, why not? She goes, oh, fuck it, I'll just kill my daughter. So that's number 2. There's still 8 more to go. Diane? Damn. That's Diane gone as well. Oh. So, where are you, Diane? I'm just imagining the do the violin do. This is like revealing the deaths. So that's number 3. We got number 4. No, I fucking said it would happen. I said it would happen. Spencer, I'm actually so mad. Spencer was on the redeeming arc as well. I swear. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 4. This is too much. 5 deaths. No. Why? This is brutal. This is fucking brutal, Herschel. No. We got 5 more left. Alright, an original death. Frankie, Negan's one of Negan's wife. Obviously, she also was piked, so that works out. We're going to shuffle here. Alright, so we've got how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4. Ozzy, okay, another original. Poor old Ozzy still doesn't, in this universe, still doesn't get any any extra stuff. I keep losing count. So this is number 8. This is number 8. No, Natanya? Or is it Alec? It's Alec. Fair enough. The Highwaymen don't get any new storyline, even in this universe. So this is number 9, and then we've got number 10, right? Kelly? Or is that going to be Carol? It's going to be Kelly. Kelly? Okay. No, I think that could work. So we lose Kelly as well. And then finally, one more Pike death. This is like the big one, I guess. Who's the big one? I mean, how could we top Herschel? Okay, who cares? It's Gage. Okay, and Gage gets a big death too. Yeah. So those are the Pike deaths. Ozzy, Alec, and Frankie basically got their same deaths, but we had some new ones. We obviously had Spencer, Herschel, and fucking Lydia. That was kind of crazy. Diane is a new one. Interesting. Now after that, the Kingdom, of course, will fall, and the Kingdom basically all joins this Hilltop anyway. So, yeah, these guys all join the Hilltop. Morgan and Dwayne are still around as well. Sorry, I forgot about that, but I'm just like losing track of characters. What interesting things could we do with them? Who knows? Natalia's still around as well, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. So next up we have season 10. So some stuff happens at the start. It's like the satellite fire and all that. But we have who kills Brandon. Okay, and I think Brandon... Was Brandon on here? Yeah, he is on here. He's here. So we got who kills Brandon. Okay. And also basically defects to the Whisperers. Now, if Brandon's on here, I do need to delete him off. Not even on here. Okay, well, that's fine then. So, yeah, who kills Brandon and then defects to the Whisperers? Interesting. Okay, so Ezekiel's new purpose is to I don't really see him murdering Brandon, but whatever. He defects to the Whisperer side, okay? And in turn, that means that actually it doesn't necessarily mean that he kills Alpha. I think that's unfair. No, he gets to kill Brandon. That's enough. So yeah, he kills Brandon, and he's now defected to the Whisperer side. Awesome. Now next up we have who kills Dante? Sorry, who does Dante kill? I should say, and then we'll do who kills Dante. So who does Dante kill? That makes no fucking sense. Okay, no, we can make it make sense, okay? So Ezekiel tried to kill Brandon to infiltrate the Whisperers, but then Dante heard about the plan. He tracks down, maybe on some sort of like reconnaissance mission or whatever. He finds Ezekiel, and he kills Ezekiel, and he tells Alpha that Ezekiel was he was a bullshit. He wasn't trying to join you. He was a spy like me, and I killed the spy. And then after that, Dante is captured, and who kills Dante? Now there could be no other person than Jerry. Oh, it's so close to Jerry, but it's Dwayne. Okay, so Dwayne, in retaliation, murders Dante. I guess in a sense, Ezekiel would be like a father figure to him. I know he's still got Morgan, but at this point, Dwayne would be like 20 at this point, I'm pretty sure. Or no, maybe. No, yeah, he'd be like in his 20s at least. So yeah, he murders. I suppose Patrick would be in his like 20s too, but he murders Dante in retaliation. Okay, so next up we have I have to add Mary. Okay, Mary. Right, and then we've got who gets trapped in the cave. Can I be asked with that? Who gets trapped in the cave? Oh yeah, no, this will come into effect. So who gets trapped in the cave? Natanya? Okay. So Natanya and Virgil are going to have that freaky haunted house feral thing in season 11, I guess. That's all it really comes down to. That was not that interesting, I know. We have Laura's death. So who gets Laura's death? Killed by Beta after being slammed on the bars. No! Daniel! Well, that's probably okay. It's a minor character for a minor character. That was something else people suggested, having like 2 separate wheels. One for major characters, one for minor characters. But then I think that kind of ruins the fun. So, yeah, I ignored that. I guess Daniel was helping out in Alexandria for a bit. So he got fucking slammed on the prison cells, sadly. Poor old Daniel. Next up, we have... Who gets trapped? Oh, we did that. Add Virgil? Oh, do we have to? Yeah. We can add Virgil here, I suppose. Well, I guess he's not really in the battle yet, but... Who gets killed in the Hilltop battle? Now, obviously, like I said, we missed some deaths. So I think I'm going to change this to 1 death, because that pike thing was brutal. So we're going to have an extra death at the Hilltop battle, and then we obviously have Mary and Earl's death. So we have 1 death at the Hilltop, okay? Someone sacrifices himself so everyone else can retreat and escape. You're joshing me. That's Beatrice, right? That's Beatrice! No, I swear that was Beatrice. Well, there we have it, guys. Shane sacrifices himself. Alright, he's like rubbing his head, you know, he's like, we got this, right? We're a team now, whatever, we're family. And he goes down with Hilltop, I guess. And everyone else escapes because of Shane's sacrifice. But on top of that, Earl, someone gets bitten and eventually is forced to basically kill themselves. Who that's going to go to? That's going to go to... No. Alden. Oh. Dude. I shouldn't have added... This is why I shouldn't have added that. This is brutal. No. So Alden gets the Earl death. And then who gets married? Who gets killed by Beta? Who gets Beta-ized? Oh my god. Sherry. No. So Sherry, I guess Beta randomly finds Sherry in the woods and stabs her to death. Fuck. That's brutal. So, yeah, we've lost Shane, we've lost Alden, we lost Sherry. Losing Shane, basically the main character now. I guess this basically makes Patrick, our new Carl, the new main character, along with Carol, obviously. Otis is still like a pretty big character too, and obviously we still have Morgan from season 1. We still have three season 1 characters, so it's not all lost. But yeah, bit of a weird place to lose the main character, you know. And but it is the end of a big battle, so maybe it can make sense. Okay, maybe it can make sense. But who kills Alpha now? Who kills Alpha? It can't be Ezekiel anymore because Ezekiel ended up getting discovered. It's Karen. Well, I guess I did say that Karen and Ezekiel are a thing, right? I think I said that. But anyway, Karen is the one to execute and kill Alpha. Crazy. That's Alpha's death sorted. And then who finds inserts boots and leaves? So who finds Laura's boots and decides to leave the show to look for Laura? Here we go. Now, this actually can't happen because we've already decided that Natanya and Virgil are going to be doing the haunted house thing together. So we have to respin. Natanya's already been determined for something. I can't do Virgil either. How can I do Virgil? I can't do Virgil. I have to respin again, okay? It can't be Virgil and it can't be Natanya because they're both in the haunted house together in season 11. I say the haunted house, you know what I mean. Now that makes even less sense. Oh, whatever. Scott, I guess. Scott fucks off to go save Laura. I think Scott has like a son as well, which is, I guess he is abandoning his children like Michonne. He has like a son called Marcus. Yeah, so that's a really weird thing. So the ones who live is going to consist of Laura, Scott, and Rodney, Scott. I guess it's Rodney's boots, maybe, that he's found. I didn't even know. This does make no sense. The ones who live is going to be a wild show. It's got Scott, Rodney, Laura, Noah's not even in it really because Noah's taking the Heath treatment, so he doesn't even get to appear. He's just implied to be there in the background. Yikes. So that's going to be a really interesting show, isn't it? So now we've got the Beatrice death. All right, someone gets killed by Whisperer, obviously whilst escaping the tower. Now in the show, it's Beatrice, but it's gonna be someone else now. Who's it gonna be? Oh no, that's sad. Jerry? Oh, that's quite sad. That didn't feel like that. Well, anyway, Jerry gets the Beatrice death. That is actually really sad. Also, I feel like I fucked up here. So we've got who kills Sebastian. I forgot. We've got who kills Marco. Marco death. We've got to do Marco death. And then we've got to go who kills Leah. I've already fucked this up so badly. And I just realised. So I'm going to write it down. Yeah, okay. There we are. Okay, so we've lost Jerry. He got the Beatrice death. That's actually really fucking sad. I'm actually kind of lost for words there. Anyway, moving on. What else do we have next? We have... Ooh! I think we're into season 11. Oh no, who kills Beta? We've got to do who kills Beta. Who kills Beta? Who is it? Tobin slit Negan's throat, and now he's also killed Beta. Tobin comes out of nowhere, and he puts some knives in Beta's neck, face, and I guess also Mary has now just joined Alexandria. Obviously, she survived her death, so she's now a part of the group. She's our new Whisperer because we lost Lydia. Lydia died. So cool. So, moving on, we now move into who was banging Leah also gets the Reaper. Oh, yeah. So, this is basically who is the one who was banging Leah, okay? and now gets to be a Reaper for a little bit. Okay, it was Mary. So I guess Mary probably didn't feel welcome for a little bit. Or actually, no, because this happened in a flashback. So maybe before Mary joined the Whisperers, she left the Whisperers and started banging Leah. Oh my god, this makes sense. Because then it's not like there's like all these like connections. Because this is what annoys me about The Walking Dead, right? Maggie has a connection with the Reapers, and Daryl has a connection with the Reapers. Yet they met them on 2 separate occasions. That sort of stuff does annoy me. So on this thing, it's like Mary has a connection to the Reapers, but and that's how maybe I don't know, and maybe another group. I guess it would happen the same way. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Mary and Leah were a couple. And so Mary is going to infiltrate the Reapers and help with that stuff. So we're also going to have to add Elijah, and we're going to also add Princess as well. Although it makes no sense if Princess dies in one of these deaths. So of course we got to do the Gage death first, who stabs himself in a train cart and then dies. Nah, why? Lily basically did nothing the entire time. So who's the new leader of Hilltop? I suppose it's probably Otis. Yeah, Otis is like, I'm sorry, Gage, I can't help you. Well, it's not Gage, it's Lily. And Lily's like, please, Otis, help me. And he's like, no, I can't. And then Otis is like, liar. Oh, no, Lily's like, liar, and stabs herself. Oh, that's brutal. Who kills Pope? Who kills Popey Bear? Negan? Nah, okay. I mean, Negan's basically done fuck all this whole time, so I think that's probably fair. So Negan kills Popey Bear. He's been executed. Big sad. Well done, Negan. Thank you for helping. I guess Deanna and Spencer are dead now, so who really is even that mad at Negan? Who else did he murder? I forget. Michonne? Oh yeah. Does anyone care about Michonne at this point? I don't know. I don't know if anyone really cares. But yeah, Negan murders Popey Bear. Now, who murders Brandon Carver? Dwayne murders Brandon. Okay. I'm liking this new arc for Dwayne, okay? So yeah, Dwayne murders Carver. And now someone gets the Alden death. So someone basically was injured and was left to the side for a bit, and then eventually gets the Alden death, the Alden treatment. Oh wow. It's Dwight. Oh shit. Okay. So yikes. Dwight was eventually found to be to have killed a walker. Oh no, a Reaper, but he died in the process. That's pretty fucking brutal. Damn. It also kind of feels fitting. I don't know why. Something about it. It feels like that would be the death they would give it. Anyway, now we have to add the Commonwealth people to the list. So we've obviously got... We'll put these in the other for now. So we've obviously got Princess there. Oh yeah, we've got Virgil. I guess he's eventually going to be chilling at Alexandria. We've got Elijah. I guess he's taking Alexandria. So we've got Mercer, Max. So we've got... Whoop. Mercer. Oh shit. Mercer and Max. I think that's it really. Or Tommy. Tyler. Tyler Davis? Yeah, we'll add Tyler Davis, why not? And Annie. Also, speaking of, I also need to add a fucking death for Tyler Davis. Tyler Davis death. Alright, we need to make sure that this is extra spicy. Rightio. So, moving on to the Commonwealth arc. Awesome. So, obviously Commonwealth stuff happens. Who really cares? I mean, who takes Daryl's role? I guess it would be Otis taking the Daryl role, because Otis is kind of taking over Hilltop, like Daryl kind of takes over Hilltop for a little bit at the end of season 9, and then obviously season 10 he kind of joins Alexandria again, and I guess like Yumiko's group, Magna and Yumiko's group kind of take over Hilltop after that. But yeah, so I'd say that Otis was like sort of drifting between these two. Otis is really our new. To be fair, maybe Morgan's running the Hilltop as well. But yeah, Otis is like really our new Daryl. So I'm gonna say like Otis is like is in the Commonwealth suit, and then he probably brings, because he had that attachment to Hilltop. He brings it to Dwayne and Morgan, and then they're not on board with they're not down with the Hilltop crew. Maybe with some of these people. Obviously, it's post Hilltop destroyed, so maybe these people join. Obviously, Luke joins the Oceanside. So and Jules is about as well. But obviously, in this universe, Jules dies the same way in this universe, but she's not on this tier list. So yeah. So anyway, we've got the Marco death first. Oh no, who kills Sebastian first? Who is the character who basically pushes Sebastian into a walker and gets him to be killed? Now, obviously, we don't have... Someone else had to be on the radio. So, Connie. So, I think we've discovered who was on the radio. So, after the satellite outpost, right? Connie was doing the stuff with the radio, okay? That's what Now, it doesn't make sense that Connie couldn't exactly be speaking on the radio, because I think she's kind of mute as well as deaf. But either way, she helps Max out, and she pushes Sebastian Milton into the walker. Now, who was... Because obviously, Eugene's gone. He went to Fear the Walking Dead. So I guess he was on the radio. It doesn't really matter too much. But I guess Gabriel, because Gabriel was also interested in the radio too. Anyway, next we have Marco's death. So Leah kills Marco while a bunch of people are trying to defend the hilltop. Who gets the Marco death? No. No. That's like ruins everything. That's like our new Carl. How can you do that to us? Now, coin flip. Do I get to do that again? Heads, I do. I do. I get to do it again. Haha, it's my rules. I make all my rules. That would ruin the story. Well, I guess Tyler Davis was helping within the resistance, basically. They freed him earlier. So they freed him. So he was helping out with the Hilltop Resistance. Then he gets shot and killed by Leah. So R.I.P. Tyler. I know I changed it, okay? But Patrick is like the only character. Like it's a new Carl, okay? It's like Shane's legacy. It's the Grimes legacy is this kid, even though he's not really. But it's the closest thing they have. I can't let him go. Anyway, moving on. What do we have next? I'm flipping the coin for something. Oh yeah, who kills Leah? Dwayne? Oh my god, Dwayne's on a mad one. Alright, Dwayne is the... Maybe Dwayne is the new Carl. Maybe I could kill Patrick. Yeah, so Leah is killed off by Dwayne after... Who was banging Leah again? I actually forgot. Who was banging Leah? Mary. Oh yeah, maybe Leah was about to kill Mary and Dwayne saved her. What do we get next? We got... Who kills Lance? Denise, that's a bit random, but out of nowhere, but I like it. So, yeah, Denise has enough of Lance's shit and shoots Lance in the neck, killing him. Fuck, okay. And now we've got the sort of finale deaths here. So we've got Tyler Davis is just before the finale. We've got who takes the Tyler Davis death? Princess. Oh shit. Okay. Out of nowhere, but Princess takes the Tyler Davis death whilst leading the resistance. Like, come on, come through here. She gets shot and killed. I guess we could also do who loses an arm. Like Lydia loses an arm in the show. It's like the penultimate episode, I think. Connie, sure. Connie also loses an arm. So she lost an arm. Anyway, now we have our big deaths. So obviously we have the Luke death. We're gonna also throw in a bonus death here, and we're gonna have the Rosita death at the end. So the big sort of finale death, and then we get to decide who's going to France and who's going to New York. So let's first start off with the Luke death. Who gets the Luke death? Now we're gonna shuffle a few times here. Who gets the Luke death? We've got 32 characters here. Is it Denise? It's Denise. Now, Denise stepped up a little bit there, killing Lance, but Shit. She gets the Luke death. She gets bitten on the leg. Everyone tries to save her, but it's too late. And then on top of that, we're going to have a bonus death. Someone else dies too in the herd. Just to mix things up a little. Fuck. Okay, damn. Gabriel also goes. Now, this is looking like a brutal finale right now, right? Gabriel also dies in the herd, okay? Maybe he saves Rosita, who I'm assuming still had a baby with Sadiq. Oh, yeah, I guess Sadiq probably would be in Alexandria because he shares a baby with Rosita. So, yeah. And then next up, we have the Rosita death. So, who gets the big finale death? Now, if this isn't a big character, we're going to consider that character a death, and we're going to respin. Okay, no. I refuse that. So Marco does die. That's fine. Marco dies as well. But we're also going to respin because that's not good enough for the Rosita death. It has to be a big character, okay? A character who's been around for a while. Okay, that's another nice death to add to the roster, but not enough big enough character, okay? So Mary died. Really, really sad. But we're going to have another big death. And this is how we make the finale brutal, okay? We want lots of deaths in the last episode, okay? Lots of sacrifices. Oh, that's really cute. Benjamin? Yeah, not really been around for a while, so this is looking like a fucking brutal finale is all I can say. A lot of these characters are dying. Wait, Benjamin? Benjamin? Oh, he is there. He's there. He was still alive this whole time? I didn't even realise. Well, he's dead. Another death? Let's see. Is it another big character? Max? Oh, that's brutal for... Oh, no, it's Earl. Earl? Oh, well, that's brutal. I wouldn't say he's a big character, so... We're just adding some more deaths in the finale as, like, flavour. Now, I would say Gabriel was probably a big enough death, but... He technically got the Luke death, so it was setting up the things. Oh, was that Heath? Oh, yikes. This is a brutal finale, is all I can say. Is a lot of characters are getting killed. I mean, these characters are sacrificing themselves. Maybe they're like holding the door. They're getting killed in the herd. You know, this is a brutal finale. This is what the finale should have been. Okay, a lot of characters sacrificing themselves. A lot of characters dying, and then the big death to close us out is what it was in the beginning. How cute is that? It's Rosita. Look at that. And so Rosita closes it off by getting her own death. And do you know what? I think her death works now, okay? Like, we lost Denise, and then we lost Gabriel. I mean, like, Gabriel was, like, probably sacrificed himself for Coco and Rosita, only for Rosita to then get bitten. It's kind of brutal, right? But, you know, Sadiq's still there and all that. And plus, along the way, we lost all these other people, like Marco and you know, and Mary and Benjamin and Earl and Heath. You know, all these faces who have been around for various amounts of time. I think that makes a brutal ass finale. I like that. I like that shit a lot. I think that works. Okay. Yeah. And then I guess Pamela gets locked up in prison by the end of it. So cool. They blow up the estates. So finally, we get to decide. Okay. I just need a drink because I'm really dehydrated. Who gets to go to? So we can change this now. Okay. Because now we've got. Everyone's in the Commonwealth, right? Everyone lives in the fucking Commonwealth. Maybe not exactly, but mostly everyone lives in the Commonwealth. Luke survived as well, which is kind of crazy. Most of Magnus' group survived. Yeah, literally all of them, other than Kelly. I'm actually quite surprised at that. So what we'll do is we'll just throw everyone in this little Commonwealth down here. Negan's still alive as well. Oh yeah. And then we can assess where everyone's stories go. Later, okay. So first off, we've got Dead City. All right. So who's going to Dead City? I probably should spell it right. Who's going to New York? Who's heading to New York City? It's Nicholas. Okay. Should probably move him. So Nicholas is heading to New York City. Very fucking random. Where is he? There he is. And Nicholas is going to be joined by... What character? Tommy. Very random. Don't know how we can make that work, but let's see. And then next up we've got obviously France. I'm just going to call it France. I can't exactly call it Daryl Dixon because he's dead. But who's going to France? And then Spain eventually. But who's going to France? Mercer? Okay. Bit random. Mercer is going to France. Maybe as a part of like a Commonwealth diplomatic mission. And then who eventually is going to run after him and join him in France? Dwayne. Okay. So Dwayne is going to run off to France to go help Mercer. I don't know if Dwayne forgot that he doesn't even know Mercer. I don't even know. He's going to run off to go save Mercer. Maybe it's because like Mercer's the governor, right? And Dwayne's like a badass kid, right? So he's like, fuck it, I'm going to go save him. I'm going to go save Mercer. Anyway, next up, we have... Wait, that's it, isn't it? That's it. There's no more spin-offs. What am I on about? Oh, yeah, because we already did Ones Who Live. So I guess so those guys are heading off to France. Those guys are off to New York. So where do we end? So I think the governor of the Commonwealth, just looking from these characters here, I mean, it has to be Carol, let's be honest. Carol is the governor of the Commonwealth. I think that's sort of where her story ends. I think Negan and Annie probably can be, like... safe and happy within the Commonwealth. I would see that as like how their story ends. They are just like, you know, people have kind of forgiven Negan by this point, or it's so much time's passed they don't really care. So yeah, Pamela Milton is in jail. Tammy Rose Sutton is a bit of a wild one. I guess she's lost her husband and her son, but I suppose she lost her husband in the finale, right? So yeah, he only died recently. I suppose Tammy's probably looking after little Adam still, and so she's just looking after him, and you know she's settled in the Commonwealth. We've got Max. I think Max. Yeah, she's probably very sad because her brother's gone missing, and obviously she never got Eugene. But I suppose if she was talking to Gabriel on the radio, she also lost Gabriel. So yikes. Maybe Gabriel was actually kind of cheating on Rosita and. Like he was cheating on Rosita with Anne because he was visiting Anne multiple times. But maybe actually, yeah, Ezekiel was actually... Not Ezekiel. Fuck me. Gabriel was actually meeting Scott. or Laura. He was meeting one of them in the woods secretly. Maybe he was meeting Laura. So he was dating Laura and also dating Max on the radio and also dating Rosita. Maybe there was a real love triangle going on there. But yeah, anyway, Max is, I guess, pretty sad. DJ is still about. That's very random. But yeah, he's just chilling. Karen, I didn't really do much with Karen. It's quite surprising she survived this long. But I guess she's killed some peeps, alright? She's pretty crazy. She's like our Carol. Yeah. And then we got Connie. No, not Connie. Yumiko. I'm getting them all mixed up. Yumiko, Connie, Magna. Yeah, they're just doing what they do in the show. They're just a part of the community now. Magna's doing something. I guess she's back with Yumiko. Yumiko's a lawyer, and Connie is a journalist there. And Luca, I guess, is a music teacher at the Commonwealth, obviously. Now, Patrick, I think Patrick, after the death of Shane, obviously after that, I think he's a little bit cold. I think he's kind of gone on his own, like, he's got his own, like, little house, you know, in the woods. Maybe he's dating Rachel. Maybe we'll say that, yeah. Him and Rachel are a couple. Yeah. Natanya still runs the Oceanside. She's still a bitter old woman. Beatrice is probably with her, by her side. Sadiq. Oh, yeah, Sadiq's probably at the Commonwealth, but I feel like eventually he'd go back to Alexandria just to help, obviously, be a doctor there instead. Yeah, I feel like if anyone's going to run Alexandria, I feel like it would be Sadiq. I can't think of anyone else it would be. Yeah. Maybe it could be Karen. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Karen goes back to run Alexandria with Sadiq. Tobin also is there too. I mean, Tobin's helping to run Alexandria. Maybe Tobin is the real leader of Alexandria. I mean, he was there before these two bozos. So yeah, maybe. Morgan. I guess Morgan is also looking for Dwayne now. I don't know. I mean, he's got to be like, oh, yo, Dwayne, come back. Maybe it makes more sense if I switch these around. Like, if it's just Morgan goes off to France and Dwayne follows. Maybe that makes way more sense. I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense for Mercer, does it? But I don't know. I'm doing that. I make the rules. I don't care. Virgil. I've already got this Dead City scenario. So I want I want at least one that makes some sense. Yeah, Virgil, I guess, he just disappeared like he does in the fucking show. Elijah, I guess, oh yeah, fucking Otis. Yeah, I mean, Otis, what did I say Otis was? I knew what? I think he was the new Maggie, and then he was the new, I don't know, new Daryl. I guess he is the new Daryl. He doesn't get to go to France, though. I don't know. He just gets to chill in the Commonwealth. Maybe he runs Alexandria. I don't know. Maybe he's in charge of Alexandria, not Tobin. Fuck off, Tobin. So anyway, yeah, that is our rewrite. It was pretty wild, I have to admit. I hope you've enjoyed the extra deaths. Now, like I said, we are going to do a part 3 where we do this again, but planned better. Okay, well, I'm going to have stuff on a second monitor, so I don't have to keep pulling up this and stuff. The problem is I don't have a second monitor at the moment, so I need to get a second monitor, and I think that will make this video a lot easier to do, and it will streamline it a lot more. So I'm going to do that, all right, and we'll do a part 3 where we redo this whole thing, and I'm going to keep the smaller deaths, and I'm just going to try and make sure that I keep track of things, and I'll have like a little table or something, right, where I can keep track of everything. And people have really wanted me to do Fear the Walking Dead with these 3 characters. I think lots of people like saying, like, do it with these 3 characters. So instead of, like, Morgan, it's, was it Enid first? I don't even remember. It doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, instead of, I guess, should we be Stephen Edwards first? So instead of Morgan, it's Stephen Edwards first, or whatever. And then, like, Dwight, and then Cherry. Maybe I'll do it like that, right? Yeah, Dwight and Cherry. I guess Enid. I guess Eugene became like the real Reddit mod and has a thing for Enid. I don't know, man. Yikes. Yeah. Or I don't know. Maybe he was running after her to protect her, or who knows? Or maybe these two. Yeah, because he's a doctor. She wanted to be a doctor, so maybe he was training her. Yeah, actually, maybe that makes more sense, right? Enid gets kidnapped and he runs after to try and save her. Yeah, maybe that could work out on like a supply mission. And Eugene was like the Morgan, so he fucked off earlier. He fucked off because he kind of betrayed the group and shit. Or I don't know, or something like that. So yeah, we could do like a Fear the Walking Dead. Now, some people are saying don't do season 1 to 3. Why? Let's do season 1 to. That's what makes it fun. Because even the fun stuff we get to rewrite, even like the stuff that's good. So I want to rewrite the good stuff. So we might not have a perfect season 3. Like Fear season 3 is like pretty perfect in my opinion. Well, not perfect, but it's a really good season. It's up there. It's like one of the top 5 Walking Dead seasons, full stop. But we can ruin that, and why not? It's fun. So we are going to do that for Fear. So I guess the question really is which video do you want to see first? Do you want to see the revamp of this? This video basically, where we go from season 1 again, or do you want to see a continuation of this storyline with these characters and obviously the Fear the Walking Dead characters? So let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.